author, book writer.
You didn't say there was a lot of confidence, man. What you mean, author, book
The
writer?
reason why I ain't say it with a lot of confidence because you booked him, so you supposed to tell me what's going on. I should be asking you the same question. I don't know.
But at this time we're gonna allow him to introduce himself, and he can tell us what exactly is going on.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Reggie Stacks, and I'm here to talk about Ghetto Heaven.
Reggie Stacks. So
Yeah, Reggie
that's
Stacks.
that was your government name?
You can say that.
That's his rapper name.
Yeah. Reggie Stacks. That's on, I heard of Stacks on deck with. I never heard no one about the last name was Stacks.
Yeah, it's Reggie Stacks.
Okay, now somebody's phone need to be cut off,
And it's yours.
and I'm the guilty party. I am definitely the guilty party. But talk to us, Reggie. What is this book about?
Hey, this is a book about this guy named Curtis. You know, he's a street dude. He done a little time in prison, and when he get out, he build his empire up, and he find this chick that he really digs. But as soon as he get in touch with her, all hell breaks loose, and his past come back full of drama to hunt him.
So what inspired you to write this book?
Well, my inspiration came from basically to vent.
Man, we ain't got a lot of time, so you got to speak a little quicker, man. That ain't getting it.
Are you really Curtis?
Loosely, I'm not really Curtis per se, but you know, Curtis is based loosely on facts about my life.
All right, well let's go back. You know, I always have to rewind because we forget stuff because we're slow.
Okay.
Where were you born?
I was born in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
And you obviously moved to Atlanta at some particular time.
Yeah, I've been in Atlanta roughly 17, 18 years.
Okay. All right, so let's take Curtis back to Carolina and his motivation to move to Atlanta, and then how old is the book?
The book, it just been out like 2 weeks. I wrote this book back in 2009.
And we ain't seen you. It was longer than 2 weeks that we saw you, man. So
the book just came
out
out
a little longer than that.
No, you've seen the rough draft. You didn't see the finished product.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate you clearing that up for us. So, were you a writer growing up in North Carolina?
I always liked to write, but I was mostly a reader, and I like to read books, and I felt the book that I was reading was just garbage, and I could write a little bit better and keep people more interested in my book.
So what's so exciting about your book? What's going on in your book?
My book is different because, you know, other urban books is talking about the same three things: drugs, robbing, or some girls on the come up. You know, my book is going to take you through a lot of twists and turns, and you're just not going to ever see what's going to happen next. So my book is about something totally different you're never going to expect that's going on in the hood.
Okay, so like I said, going back to Carolina, what part of Carolina?
Henderson, Raleigh, in that area.
So you grew up in a little small town. So
Yeah, a little small town.
You identify
Henderson, Raleigh,
yeah,
Charlotte. Yeah.
So growing up in that small town, what do you know about Ghetto Heaven? Ghetto period.
Well, Ghetto Heaven, if you my age, so you can understand, it's an old term. It deals. It's not with necessarily the ghetto. It basically means a good time.
Ghetto Heaven means good time?
Yeah.
Write that down, man. I didn't know Ghetto Heaven meant good time. Did you know that?
Nah.
You didn't know that, man?
Ghetto Heaven was a good time?
It means a good time.
Yeah. Did you coin that definition?
No, that's from the old people. You know, there was a song back out in the 80s, once some Ghetto Heaven was talking about sex.
No, that's a good old time then. But anyway, so what made you move to the ATL, Hot Atlanta?
Well, I moved to Atlanta back in the early 90s. Me and my friend became to start a church, and that's what brought me to Atlanta.
Start a church?
Yeah, we came to start a
church. I'm glad you asked that question.
What is that?
Mount Zion Christian Church, to be exact.
That's where you currently attend?
No, I don't attend no church right now.
Okay. So somewhere Curtis, Reggie Stack went down the wrong path. So we needed to get on this because the church brought him down here, but something else took him away.
Change up.
I think it was some Georgia peaches.
So what was going on in your life, man, that kind of shook things up? Because we talked briefly when we met, I let the audience know we met at the Sweet Almond Fest, and we had good dialect, and you know, we decided to talk about this book. We're giving the people out there the opportunity to pick up Ghetto Heaven by Reggie Stacks, and where can it be found?
You can buy the book at ghettoheaven.net or authorsden.com/ghettoheaven. Those are the two main places you can buy the book, or you can buy it directly from me wherever you see me out in the wherever I'm at. I have a copy or multiple copies that I'm selling, so if you see me, just stop me and pick up your copy.
So how many books did you get printed up? Like
1,000.
How many have you got rid of?
Roughly 85, 80.
How many have you sold?
Those all been sold.
All right.
As I was getting ready to say, you can pick it up at Gladys Knife's Chicken and Waffles.
Yeah, if I'm in Gladys Waffles, believe me, I have a copy, and I'm posting up, selling them. So whenever you see me, you can pick up a copy.
And if you can't find him, you can always log into the hot seat, and we'll definitely find him for you, so you can definitely get a copy of this book, because we still don't know, at least I don't know what the book is about, and I'm trying to get into his life and some of the motivation behind the book.
Well, the motivation, like I said, my main motivation was the books I was reading. It was just
right, but
my motivation was because
some of you, man.
Was it any real life experiences?
Yeah. All right, I was getting to that. The main characters in this book, Curtis, Sincere, Mario, Rara, those are some of the main characters. And Sincere and Curtis has a torrid past, and she was my inspiration to write this book because it was my way of getting revenge, because my life and Curtis' life parallels. This chick, she turned me into the FBI, and while I was sitting in prison thinking about ways of revenge.
Now we're getting to the meat and potatoes. I didn't want to say it. I want him to say it. Let's talk about coming down here, being involved in the church, and from the church to the striped uniform. How do we go from moving to Atlanta from church, and then somehow we ended up in the clink?
That's easy. You know what I mean? From Atlanta, it's the lifestyle, the fast life, the fast women, all that. You just get caught up in.
Well, I want to know what you did, dude. I gotta just come out and ask you. I was hoping you would just volunteer, since you beating around the bush.
Well, I was involved in mostly white collar crimes, a lot of bank fraud and a lot of money, and embezzling like almost $2 million, $1.8 million.
So what made you get into that? You just saw the lifestyle down here, and you just like, I gotta get money.
Yeah, basically, I just wanted to. I gotta get this fast money. Now, saying it's easy.
And you wanted attention to chicks. Wait a minute, it's easy. How can I get 1.8 million by the morning?
It was easy and it was fast, and at the time I didn't see no repercussions behind it. Like I said, I was just too caught up in it, and it was just living the life.
So what did you do? I want to know what you did, man. I'm listening on it. Don't we want to know what he did?
I mean, I can't put it all out there, but like I said, it was mostly white collar crimes, a lot of bank fraud.
So how much time?
I did almost 3 years.
Oh, I thought you was a lifer or something.
Nah.
Man. Boo, man. We got a little rookie up in here. I was a prisoner.
Almost 3 years on $1.8 million?
Yeah, that's a lot of time still.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
So is this how we got this book printed up? With that 1.8 million?
That was the inspiration behind the book.
Did you bury some money?
I mean, I saved some, I stacked some.
Yeah, so you got to keep some after you embezzled it.
I mean, I didn't get to keep it, I just had to hide it.
Yeah,
it wasn't that they don't let you get you to keep a certain percentage. You gotta make your own way of keeping it.
Okay, all right, I respect that. I didn't know, man. I ain't.
You gotta be sick.
What do you mean,
man? No.
How are they supposed to find it? You ain't got it in the bank.
Nah, you don't.
No, but you thought they're supposed to just let them like, all right, you keep 10%.
Excuse me. I thought that when they say you got to pay restitution, you got to pay back, even though we know you'll never,
No, when the feds come get you, they take everything. I mean, they take everything down to the silverware, to your drawers, to the paintings on the wall. They want it all. They don't discriminate. They want everything you have.
So what was that like?
Huh?
In prison for 3 years, what was that like?
No, back up. Hold on. So take us back to that night when you said the feds came, because I always, you know, when I watch movies, that look good to me. Watching it from TV is hot, man. So tell me the night the feds came.
Well, actually, it was early in the morning, bright early in the morning.
So did you know they was coming? Or just
no, of course not. I knew they was coming. I would have been gone.
So how did they do it?
Well, it was serene. Normally, I'm not even up bright early in the morning. I was up on the internet, and I heard the garage door open.
You was living large too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Benz in the garage and
I had X5.
Yeah, oh yeah, bro, he was doing it.
And I just heard the garage door open, then I heard the banging on the front door, and I just sat in the house and just waited, see what was gonna happen. This came in, guns drawn everywhere.
You was by yourself?
No, I had my girlfriend with me at the time.
And she just screaming out.
No, she was just laying in the bed asleep. I guess the noise didn't even wake her up. Or she was playing possum. But yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy morning.
And then you call her from jail. Hey, you up yet? I'm in jail, whether you know it or not.
No, I woke up before I left. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
And so it just no bail out or nothing. So you just rolled it out.
No, for like the first 2 weeks I didn't have any bail and everything. I had to wait to get a bond and everything. Then once I got a bond, then eventually I got out.
So you pled guilty?
Oh no, I never plead guilty. You can catch me red-handed, I'm not gonna plead guilty.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I did it. So I mean, I guess when you have a federal indictment, they got enough evidence against you that you ain't gonna beat it nowhere, right?
No, not necessarily. At the time, it was kind of old, and I had been on the run for a while. But
oh, so you knew they was coming?
I mean, I didn't know it was exactly.